Rolling with Nat 20. I'm Nat 20. We're back with more of the Occult Chronicles, and because of what happened last time, we gotta make a new character. We've made Professor Science. He is a professor, obviously. He's got a bone of swords to complement his bone of wands that comes with being professor. Let's just check what he gets for being professor. You had a distinguished academic career and were a department chair at an elite university, but all of that ended when your studies led you into a twisted warrens of the occult. Your colleagues soon called you a quack and ostracized you. The O.D.D values your research and theories, but sadly no one else will ever know that you were right. You get a bone of wands, a random puzzle lore perception edge, random intellect, heroic feat, a wand's item, a fire talisman, and a wand. So let's go with that. I think we were an accountant last time, which gave us similar stuff. And then bone of swords to complement that, artful dodger to help us evade traps, because that's really what screwed us a lot last time. Especially it's going to be hard this time because with our focus on wands and swords, I'm lowering our cups, which is your ability to dodge and move out of the way of things, in favor of pentacles, knowledge of the supernatural and other occult things. So, let's begin. It takes a while to load up the actual map because it procedurally generates it. While it was loading, I was thinking about it, and I was wondering what your guys' preferences about my naming of the videos should be, because I've just been going in a straight numerical order, even when I lost Caputo and had to switch to Pangea. Just kept going numerically without any mention of it. But would you guys want me to put like the name of the investigator we're using in some parentheses in the title, or perhaps even like, what would you call it, like a season 1 for the first character, season 2 for the second character, or something to that effect? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think if you would like. In here we'll find an old broken gun case. You notice several old broken gun cases. Upon closer examination, you can see a scattered assortment of mostly antique weapons. Through the glass panes that encloses the box. I need a gun. Give me a gun. Most of the weapons appear to be old and broken and useless to you. You decide to spend a little time rummaging around to see if there's anything salvageable. This is a good one for a professor. Ooh. I'll have to figure out what's giving us that. But that's cool. So flash, I have a pocket watch. It's a support item. It gives me a 1 wand bonus. Doesn't seem to really do anything else. Just gives me a bonus wand. That's kind of cool. Flash of Genius, usable once per challenge. Requires bone of wands and 3 wands. I got it. I can perform the feat. Roll 1 bone and then select a non-revealed trick card and reveal it. If the trick card is a face card, then add 2 times X to your trick points. Taken score where X is the number of wands rolled. Excellent. So with whatever abilities allowing me to see that combined with the insight, I could actually get some crazy stuff going on. Must be the research expedition leader. At the beginning of any puzzle lore perception challenge, X random tricks placed on the board are scried, visible state, where X is the level of the edge. Perfect. So I will absolutely use a flash of genius, perform the heck out of that feat. Roll, right, doesn't need to be selected. Roll it too, okay, and I choose you. Guess what? You are a face card. So I get 4 points, throw my 7 up there, and hopefully get a large amount of points. Throw a knight up here, and I'm glad I did, because the knight wouldn't have beat a king, but 10 over 2, and searching the gun cases, you find a few good candidates that might be salvageable. I got myself a gun. This is great. I feel so much more survivable already. An old flintlock pistol. Usable once per challenge. It is not reloadable, so it can be used 5 times ever. And I guess I'll have to look more into that in a sec. Also, I get some ammo, which is fun because I can't reload it ever, and some extra health, which is good. So round ball, bump the card value up on a random non-face card in hand +2 up to 10. Not great, but could be useful. What do we get down here? A haunted stuffed crocodile. You immediately notice the enormous 12-foot stuffed crocodile displayed prominently in the room, which is adorned with many other eccentric collector's pieces. A sudden chill shoots down your spine as the tail of the crocodile begins to sweep back and forth. The eyelids flick open and you know something is terribly wrong. Resist the horror. You can't be sure whether this thing is alive, undead, or animated by some dark sorcery, but it certainly looks hungry. Oh man, and my draws were not good for resisting the horror. Luckily, I was just barely able to do it. Ooh, did it even more than just barely. Your mind is strong. You've seen things way worse than this. You taught college. The crocodile turns to face you, and you can clearly see the stitches that indicate that this creature was stuffed and then reanimated, probably as a guardian for this place. Its gaze is locked on you, and it slowly starts to advance towards your location. I can attack it, I can dispel it, or I can run away. Super runaways. Oh, I forgot to read. Of course, the karma of forgetting to read is going to not let me run away. You attempt to run, but the crocodile is faster. Its jaws catch some of your loose clothing, and the head whips back and forth, throwing you down to the ground. I got this wand's talisman, which probably won't pop up here. Luckily, it didn't hurt me. Flee, you decide to turn and run. The thing is as fast on land as it is in the water, so you have a bad feeling about this. Didn't go well last time. Luckily, a page will barely let us run. Better play stuff would have allowed a better run, but we slip away. We just barely get out of there, and it's just gonna hang out there. It's not gonna chase us like the other stuff was. What's this? Oh, just some piles of papers. A bunch of papers spread on the top of a desk. Among the clutter is an assortment of old envelopes, letters, and even a few parchment pieces. Search through the papers. This is what the professor is specifically really good at, searching through crap and finding cool things. You decide to search through the papers. You never know what kind of useful information you might find. Okay, so that's not a base, so I'm not going to be able to use my flash of genius here. Okay. I'll choose to cover that with that. Well, at least I do win, just not by a large margin. You don't come across anything earth-shattering, but there is enough information here to boost your confidence that you're on the right track. Just one sanity's worth. Yay. And the papers stay there because they might be, and probably are, important to a quest of some sorts. Let's check out this room. It seems pretty cool. With malevolent shadows inside. You were surprised by a sudden flickering of shadow that spreads out around you. You feel like you are being choked by some invisible force. Your eyes bulge as you fight to gasp for air, and the dark shadow swirls around you. Eek. Eek. Come on, give me some sword stuff. There we go, that helps. Yeah. And drop the king. I was right, too. Your mind is strong. You shake off the feeling that you are choking and finally break free. Now, two creatures of shadow swirl around you. You recognize immediately that you are dealing with a type of ghostly creature that feeds off of human emotions, fear and pain being the most succulent to the creature. You can either stand firm and fight these creatures physically, or run and hope to live another day. Now, the physical fight is a dispel, so I think I might have a good chance. So we'll try to dispel these guys rather than running. You decide to use your psychic talents to destroy the shadow spirits. They cannot be dismissed or reasoned with. They are twisted and evil remnants of extreme human suffering. Psychic Blast! Psychic Blast! Oh, Psychic Blast. Psychic fail. You engage in a psychic duel. You find that you cannot stand against them for long. You gasp for breath like a huge weight was sitting on your chest. This could get ugly. Alright, I only lose one sanity because that defends me, but it has a 10% chance of disappearing, but it always appears when I lose a wand. So it's super powerful in that regard. We're going to try another psychic duel. This is hopefully going to go better. It didn't. It didn't go better. No, save me. And now I lost my talisman. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, no more talisman for me. Oh, come on, give me. Oh, you suck. And I lose 2 sanity. I am dispelling these guys. They are not getting out of here. Beat that. Oh, lose to that. There we go. Dispel, barely. You engage in a psychic duel. You stand firm and use your talents to bottle them up in a psychic containment field. Then you crush the field and push them into the spirit world. And I get an expertise token and 1 of my sanity back. Expertise token are super worth it. I think that's my first one, but just 1 more and I can upgrade my wands even further. What's of interest over here? A haunted painting of a duelist. Your attention is drawn to an old portrait hanging on the wall. It portrays a man dressed in early 19th century attire, holding a dueling pistol. He seems eager to use it. A sudden chill shoots down your spine as you notice the figure in the portrait raise his pistol and point it at you. Your eyes widen in disbelief as the figure in the portrait cocks the pistol with a maniacal smile on his face. You wonder how a ghost pistol works. Roll horror. Oh yeah. The king was able to be played. Get a 10 on those. Win by 6. Your mind is strong. You stare down the duelist. What can we do with them? The ghostly duelist remains poised for a duel. You sense this is what it wants. The first move, however, seems to be yours. You can destroy the painting, dispel the painting, engage in a psychic pistol duel, or flee. Psychic pistol duel seems like it's probably pretty cool. The best way to send this spirit back to the spirit world might be to give it what it wants, assuming you win, of course. Psychic pistol duel. Whatcha? Boom. Oh, I'm so winning this. Yeah. 17/2. You won the duel by a large margin. Upholding the whole pretense of fighting a pistol duel, you summon a psychic weapon, march off 10 paces, you turn and fire and spiritually wound the annoying thing, sending it on its way to the spirit world. Get a sanity, 3 expertise, and terrorize. A psychic talent. Usable once per challenge. Requires 3 wands. Use this talent. Use of this talent adds 10 points of psychic pushback. How does that work? Okay. Terrorize. I'll have to check that out. That was cool. Psychic duel got us and terrorize. Use side talent. Roll 1 bone and select a matching numerical pair of non-face cards in your hand and discard those cards. Add their numerical value to your trick-taking score, then add a trick to the field if space is available. I can use it on horror, combat, humanoid, animal, monster, psychic. Nice! So now he can terrorize things' mind instead of just trying to shoot him with his shitty ancient gun. This is good. This is good for him. There's a disturbing tapestry here. So I think maybe we'll just play. We'll stop leaving things behind for quests if we don't really need to, or if I'm not sure if there's a quest. And we'll just deal with everything as it comes. Your attention is drawn to an old tapestry hanging on the wall that depicts a medieval battle of some sort. It looks like it could be in a museum. It should be in a museum. Examining the battle scene a little closer, you immediately notice the large red hand that divides 2 groups of armored knights. Suddenly the battle seems to come to life. Knights charge the hand on both sides and are knocked to the ground. You stare at it in amazement, wondering if you are hallucinating. Resist the horror. Your eyes widen in disbelief as the battle unfolds before you. A ghostly vapor seems to enshroud the tapestry. Dun dun. Oh, I got a king right there. King would have been better placed there. Oh well. That's okay, that's okay. I still win by a lot today. Win! Your mind is strong. You've seen things far worse than this. You remember the night that you spent in the museum at the Miskatonic University. If you can survive that, you can survive this. No problem. The tapestry is obviously animated by some type of sorcery. It might even be possessed by a malignant spirit. You should proceed with caution. It isn't unheard of for something like this to function as a doorway or portal to another dimension. Once in, you might not get back out. I can destroy it, I can dispel it, I can leave it alone. Let's try dispelling it. What was made with sorcery can almost always be destroyed with sorcery. You'll just have to figure out the energy patterns that were used. Oh no. I got a very bad draw. I am figuring out crap. You probe the spells that were weaved into the tapestry but can't identify any of the patterns. You'll have to try again. But it hurts your brain a lot to try this time. Oof. Alright, we'll try one more time to dispel this unless we get our butts kicked real hard. Ooh. Yee. Alright, I get to go up 3. Nothing bad happened that time, so we'll try again because I do want to do this. Eek. Come on. Another fail, but nothing bad happened. I'm gonna try. Just getting really unlucky with these draws now, aren't we? Just the most unlucky with all of these draws. Except for what we're losing for failing. We're getting really lucky with that draw, thankfully. We're not losing jack. Knight loses to queen. I got excited for a moment. And I lose 2 sanity on that. I've lost 6 sanity here so far. Let's just leave it alone. Now's not the time. Now's not the time. This room, I forgot what this room is. But there's a living gargoyle statue. Your attention is drawn to a large stone statue of a truly horrific and bizarre looking gargoyle. It sits on a pedestal with its arms wrapped around its legs. You feel a sudden shock shoot down your spine as you notice its eyelids blink. The stone statue is alive. You fight to control a growing tide of fear that is sweeping over you. To gain control over the fear, the scariness of the blinking statue. Oh god, it's blinking. Oh geez, the statue's blinking so hard. Your mind is strong. You've seen things far worse than this. Get some more sanity. I gotta do something with it. The gargoyle stretches itself and unfurls its large wings. You notice its razor sharp claws before you realize it moves forward and attacks you. Oh man. Sorcery, flee to sorcery. Let's battle it. Sometimes it's best to fight fire with fire. In this case, you think your sorcery can dispel the energy that is animating this creature. My gun doesn't help. Terrorize doesn't help me in this. Neither does that. Okay, looks like I just have this really crappy draw. And I fail. You lost the battle. The sorcery animating this gargoyle is very powerful. It moves quickly and strikes hard. Oh, traumatic stress. I lose 1 wand. Medium increase in the chance of a result card becoming a sanity loss card when the option primary challenge attribute is wands or pentacles. That's really bad. I'm out of here. I need out of here. You broke my mind and you broke my spirit. You must have been correct. You must have been correct in your assessment. The gargoyle will not pursue you. Yeah, I need out of here. I guess I can't go in there without pissing off the gargoyle. And, traumatic stress doesn't take up any inventory space. Lowers my wands 1 point, which is lame. Oh, man, I forgot I had these. Well, I don't know how much of a difference that would have made. But, lower my wands kind of balance out now. I just don't go up. It's a little unfortunate. Oh, man. The writhing mass of insects. You notice that the floor in front of you seems to be moving. You step closer thinking that it must be some sort of optical illusion. Suddenly you step back on something and it makes a squishing noise. You look down and see a writhing carpet of insects covering the floor. Scattered around the insects are bones of its victims. You've never seen so many insects all together at once. Waves seem to undulate across the ocean of insects. The patterns are almost mesmerizing. You get a very bad feeling about this. It makes you afraid. Dun dun dun. Dun dun. King of Fear, Page of Fear. Your mind is strong. You've seen things far worse about this. Woody woo yada yada. Get 2 sanity. Step back away. I'm not gonna go this way right now. No, we're not. Just walk away. I've read that all of the events text that goes with that card several times over in my other playthrough, so I don't want to read that one so much anymore. Which is why we get out. We'll check out one or two more rooms before we end the episode. Basically just one encounter, I think, that's not a trap. You hear a twang and look up to see a crossbow bolt heading your way, aimed right at your heart. I can combat roll or instinctively dodge. Instinctively dodge is just inherently better because I just get to draw more. You react immediately to a sting to dodge the deadly projectile. Okay. Nothing helps me out in this situation. So I hope I just draw well. And I didn't draw super well. You didn't move quick enough. You just lose some luck, which is really bad. What do we got in here? Pile of junk? Alright, let's end with searching this room and its pile of junk. You notice a small pile of junk cluttering up a section of the floor. Upon closer examination, you see an assortment of typical cast-off items, broken pieces of this and that. It doesn't look like much, but it might be worth investigating. Okay. I can beat that out by a lot if I need be. But I kind of want to see if any of these others are a purple face card, and it's not, so I'll just take the points there and get that 8. You can find the strangest things in piles of junk. Ammo, a bunch of sanity, and into the shadows. Take a look at into the shadows. Here, it goes in here. Let's see. Into the shadows requires cup bone. I don't have a cup bone, so I can't do this feat, unfortunately. If I do end up getting a cup bone, I can roll one bone and then select X revealed non-trick cards and bump their values down minus X, where X is the number of cups rolled, and then draw a card. So, on that note, the best way to get more bones is adding a skill card. And I haven't gotten far enough to be able to add a skill card, but if I add a skill card, I get to choose another one of the starting things, and I don't believe I get all of the starting bonuses, but I do get the same level up chart that they would have begun with. So I could pick, say, the accountant, and I would have the same options to level up as I did at that point. That's how that works, once I get to that point. I need one more expertise token before I can do anything. And we'll just get sprayed with some acid before we get out of here. Pretty sure we all know. Nah, fine. You feel the pressure plates depress underneath your foot and hear a sizzling sound as a spray of acid hurtles towards you. You take a millisecond to take in the situation and pick the best angle for your roll. You hope that it will make the difference. Night. 8. It did. It did just barely make the difference. Yay! Your quick thinking saves the day. Nothing bad happened. Ooh, and I found a clue? Aw, this room is all sorts of full of stuff. What is this clue? -2 target level. Strange piles of ash. You have found some very odd piles of dark ash lying on the floor. It's almost as if someone or something was disintegrated and ended up a tidy little pile on the floor. Well, you know, that kind of says all of it, doesn't it? And here is where we're going to have to end this episode. Prof. Science. Save. And hopefully Professor Science has much better success than Pangea or Caputo had. Caputo, Pangea, sadness. Caputo did better than Pangea, but that's just because he was around killing things.